Have you ever wondered how the two major political parties of India, Congress and BJP came into existence? Let's take a leap back in time and explore their origins. The Indian National Congress, the party that played a pivotal role in India's struggle for independence, was conceived in the year 1885. It was the first organized expression of Indian nationalism on an all-India scale, leading the country towards freedom from British rule. On the other hand, the Bharatiya Janata Party, popularly known as BJP, was born much later in 1980. It emerged from the ashes of the Jana Sangh, a party formed in the early 50s. Over the years, BJP, with its robust organizational structure and charismatic leadership, grew into a major political entity, challenging the dominance of Congress. Thus, both parties, though born in different eras, have significantly shaped India's political landscape. What distinguishes Congress from BJP, given that both strive for India's progress? This question might have crossed your mind quite often. Well, the answer lies in their ideological underpinnings. The Indian National Congress, one of the oldest political parties in the country, has traditionally leaned towards secularism and socialism. They champion the cause of religious and cultural diversity and advocate for state intervention in economic affairs to ensure social justice. On the other hand, the Bharatiya Janata Party, though younger, has made a significant mark. It endorses the ideology of Hindutva, promoting the idea of a Hindu Rashtra, a nation with Hindu cultural and societal norms at its core. Economically, they lean towards free market principles, advocating for lesser state intervention and greater private sector participation. So you see, despite sharing a common goal of national progress, their ideological orientations are distinct. The ideological differences between the two parties often result in diverse policy approaches and political strategies. How have the governance styles of these parties influenced India's growth and development? Let's dive right in. The Congress historically has shown a predilection towards social welfare schemes. With the inception of the Green Revolution in the late 60s, they sought to enhance agricultural production and alleviate food scarcity. The party also launched the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act in 2005, a landmark social security measure aiming to provide at least 100 days of wage employment per year to rural households. On the other hand, the Bharatiya Janata Party, or BJP, has been a proponent of economic liberalization and national security. The party initiated a wave of economic reforms in the early 90s, focusing on privatization and globalization. Their tenure in the early 21st century witnessed a digital revolution with campaigns like Digital India and Make in India, aimed at transforming India into a digitally empowered society and a global manufacturing hub. Furthermore, the BJP has consistently prioritized national security, evidenced by their investments in defense and strategic foreign policies. While both parties have had their share of successes and failures, they have undeniably shaped India's trajectory in their unique ways. The Congress's social welfare schemes have played a significant role in poverty alleviation, while the BJP's economic reforms have propelled India onto the global stage. The governance style of both parties, shaped by their ideologies, has left indelible marks on India's socio-economic fabric. How do the Indian populace perceive these parties today? A question that opens up a complex web of thoughts and opinions. The Congress and BJP, two of India's most significant political entities, are viewed through different lenses by the public. On one hand, the leadership of the Congress, marked by its legacy and dynastic politics, is often criticized for its perceived lack of dynamism. On the other hand, the BJP, with its strong and assertive leadership, has its detractors who argue that it leans towards majoritarianism. Corruption allegations, a plague in Indian politics, have tainted the image of both parties at different times, with the public demanding greater transparency and accountability. Economic performance is another crucial factor. While some laud BJP's emphasis on digital economy and infrastructural development, others miss the Congress's welfare-centric policies. And then there's the critical issue of social harmony. The BJP's nationalist agenda is seen as polarizing by some, while others believe the Congress's secular approach dilutes national identity. Public perception of both parties continues to evolve. influenced by a myriad of factors including their actions, decisions, and the socio-political climate. So, Congress or BJP, which party has influenced India more profoundly? The Congress, with its long-standing history, has shaped India's foundational policies and international relations. On the other hand, BJP's rise to power introduced a fresh perspective and change, focusing on economic reforms and national security. Both parties have had their share of triumphs and tribulations, contributing to India's democratic journey in their own unique ways. Ultimately, the impact of these parties on India is a complex narrative, intertwined with the country's evolving history, culture, and aspirations.